All right, good morning, everyone. Hope you are all well and healthy. Can you all hear me okay? Yep. Hi, Rochelle. All right, let's kick off. I'll get the recording started. We'll go from there. All right, good morning and welcome to week 10 for KKD 101. I've got an interesting day to have a look through today. So I'll get us straight off into it today. So today we're going to be talking about the not chat feed, we'll be talking about chat feed as well, but we'll be talking about 360-degree pictures, and we're going to be using a tool called ThingLink, which you may or may not have seen before. But we're basically going to be talking about how we can augment pictures to help engagement and help with communication. So the question for you to start with, have a think for a couple of minutes. What sort of 360-degree pictures have you seen, or maybe you've even taken? What were they? What were they about? How were they used? Have a think. And when I ask you to, you can then type them into the chat or have them ready to go. So if you just joined us, we're just doing, there's a few people just joining us, hang on. All right, if you're just joining us, good morning. We're just having a think about 360-degree pictures that you may have seen, that you might have interacted with. What were they? How did you interact with them? So we'll give you a couple of minutes for that. And when I say go, we'll put them in the chat. So have a think.
Itu si Bibi lagi masak ya?
Aku suruh bikin nasi goreng.
Buat sarapan?
Iya.
Berarti Ina buat sarapan gak usah pesen bubur nih?
Gak usah.
Udah, oke.
Nasi goreng tadi Mama bagi jam
Iya.
udah.
Oke.
Mau dibawain?
Boleh. Tapi nanti aja ya?
Hah?
Nanti aja nanti.
Nanti jam berapa?
Ntar Ino telepon lagi ya.
Takutnya kalau nggak HP Ino keluar aja ya. Siapa tahu lagi sama Dede.
Ya.
Kadang-kadang HP-nya nggak di.
Ya.
All right, let's type in what you've got and we'll have a look. Google Maps, yes. Google Maps, Google Earth, Google Street View. What else? What else gets used in a 360-degree image that's quite useful? Yeah, of what though? So what is it? What is it actually about though? So we've seen Google Maps, that could be general. Yeah, I've done that too when I've travelled, yeah. You want to see what it looks like. Holographic photography, that's interesting as well. All right. I'm going to show you something as well. Yeah, VR room, Ivy, that's right. So something like this. This isn't the best one I could find, but well, it probably is the best one I could find for the minute. May says, I like to watch a 360 roller coaster video on YouTube. Is that better than going on it though, May? The holographic photography, very good. Yep, using it as a wayfinder, Rochelle's talking about. Good morning. YouTube. So let's look at something else too. So we'll try and find something that Red Bull does. 360 videos. All right, here's one. So POV is another way of talking about these as well. QT campus tour. There you go. Nearly as exciting as one of these. So have a look at some of these. These are all 360-degree videos. Tell me which one you think's pretty good. Hi Levine, how are you? We're just talking about 360-degree pictures and videos, but you guys don't have to make a video, you can just make a picture. But 360 is becoming quite interesting actually. It's becoming less of a gimmick and more of a tool. Righto, anything else? No? Did you have a look at those Red Bull videos? Which ones are quite interesting? Which ones did you like? Oh, live music video. Yeah, that'd be good. That'd be quite good too. Yeah, cool. Excellent. All right. Oh, we've done that already. So this week we're going to look at, we've already looked at a couple of examples, but we're going to look at a few more. But we're actually going to have a go at creating one today as well. Probably do that in the tutorial. So we're just introducing the concept of this to you at the moment. So 360-degree peak example, we've had a look at a couple. Google Street View. Did you know you can actually request to blur your house now? So if you don't want people looking at your house, you can blur it out so that you can look along Google Street View and you can't see your house, just a blur. It's probably a good idea, really. It's a bit creepy. Yeah, for stalkers and stuff like that. Yeah, very true. And then we'll also spend a little time if we have any questions for A2 as well. All right, so 360-degree pics. That's an interesting one, isn't it? It's like a whole world. All right. So there's a QT example one on Blackboard. I'm going to have a look in a minute. So if you have a look in the e-content this week, you'll notice that they talked about Google Street View and also ThingLink. Has anyone actually signed up for the ThingLink one yet? You signed up for ThingLink yet? Let me know. Yes, no? Hang on, I'll give you a quick poll for it then. I always seem to like polls better. If you haven't, it's okay. Just interested to know. No? Okay. That's all right. All right, good. So QUT College used QUT College used an example of a 360-degree video, an image as well, just to show you what the environment might be like and what areas might be like and what they are. So what do you think is the advantage of being able to show a situation or an environment before, or something virtual? What do you think? What's the advantages of that? What could be an advantage? Type it in for me or jump on and tell me. Some people may not care. Some people might be more immersive and interactive. Yeah, very good, Hamish. I mean, why do people want to have something like this? Could they just be nervous about where everything is? Or they just want to be sure they're going to be in the right spot? I did Google Street View once when I went to Japan for the first time. It was the first time I'd ever been to a country which wasn't native English speaking. So I was decidedly nervous because I couldn't even speak Japanese either. So I was going to arrive at night and I thought, if I don't get this right, what am I going to do? So I actually did the Google Street View from the station to where the hotel was, and it was obviously exactly right. So I felt a lot more comfortable to know where I was going. A bit too much planning probably, but I wanted to be sure. Good morning, how are you? We're just talking about 360-degree images and how we use them. So having a virtual tour or having a virtual image where you can look around and see what's around and navigate yourself around, it's quite good. I think we used the example the other day. Yeah, it's more than just a normal picture, because that's why we call it augmented as well, right? So there's something additional to it rather than just the image of what you can see. So like in this picture, you can go, well, all right, what's over in those left little caves? They're bears. There's bears that live there. No, there's not. There are no bears there. They're little study nooks over here on the side. So I can augment it in a very low-fi way. So this is little study nooks where people hang out and make lots of noise when they're talking about things and they think that no one else can hear them. Here is the office where people go in, where some of the professional staff are. Have all these computers here people can use just to check stuff. Here we've actually made reception's moved, actually that's gone now. That's not there anymore. This tree thing, you can change the colour of that. You can't, but they can. So it's all LED, so I don't know why it is, but they should make it green or something, or blue. Anyway, if you're wondering where we are, we're up here. Like today, we're literally up this way. So we're up over that way. And our offices are over here to come and see us. We're over there. So anyway, that's not a very good augmented picture, but I thought I'd better add some detail into this so that you actually know. And you come in this way too, by the way. That's the entrance. Or there's one downstairs. This is a nice little walk. Lots of cool things there. Anyway, I can go on about that all day, but I won't. Google Street View. So we just mentioned Google Street View briefly before. It can be a little creepy. It can be also a bit of a... I've heard about it being quite emotional, right? Do you know why? Why could Google Street View be emotional? Clearly, Why is that emotional though? How could you feel like sad or happy or... Yeah. Yeah. So if I said, could you show me where you live at home? Could you show me? Yeah. Would you feel a little sad or a little nostalgic? Or find your school? So some people have actually used Google Street View as a bit of a memory, because when the Google Street View car went past, their father, who has since passed away, was outside gardening. So sometimes when they're a little sad, they'll have a look at Street View and they'll go, there's Dad. He's out in the garden. You know, it's a bit teary, but it's interesting how people have used that. Or, you know, for a while at my house, my old car, which crashed, not my fault, but it was still parked outside my house. And I was like, oh, I miss that car, you know. Or a tree that used to be somewhere that someone's cut down that was really, you know. It's interesting how, you know, memories can be photos, but Street View can be that too. So, you know, I just feel sorry for the people when it gets updated. You'd want to screen grab it, wouldn't you? Make sure you get it. Anyway, something else to think about with Google Street View. But also, you know, the fact that you can basically go anywhere and see what it's like. I mean, Google Street View will be very interesting to see now for places like Ukraine, where it's all destroyed, and people will be able to go back and have a look and see what it was like before, you know, versus now. That'd be quite sad as well. Anyway, I don't mean to bring the whole tone of everything down, but I just thought it's an interesting sort of use of it as well. Obviously, it gets used for navigation. That was the idea of it. Did you know that Google Maps was actually invented in Australia? Yeah. It was a side project that someone had, and then Google went, that's actually a really good idea. We'll take that and we'll make that into something a bit more. So Google Maps and Google Street View are really quite intelligent now too, because what else can they do? They can do augmented imagery. So you can actually have Google Street View in your phone, hold it up, and it'll go, Uni's that way. Or whatever you're looking for is down there. You've got to turn this way, like a heads-up navigation. Eventually, that'll end up being in your glasses. So you'll just have the glasses and you'll be staring off into space. That'll look weird. I was doing an impression of that, if you're wondering what I was doing. Could you imagine, right? Because people, okay, just think of this for a minute. So if your screen is on your glasses and you're in a group with other people, could you imagine how strange it's going to look when you're reading stuff off your glasses, but people don't know what you're doing? You're going to look very weird, aren't you? That's coming. So that's something to look forward to. Anyway, let's continue. Alrighty, creative tech, using Google Street View. A short video on how to use this app from the e-content. Okay, alright, let's do that. I'll get the link for you. One momento. We don't want that one, we don't want that one. We want the Google one. Where's the Google one? What have I done with it? One moment. Oh, sorry. I've got the Padlet link. Sorry, I've lost where I am. I need Google Street View to help me. Oh, there we go, too. If you go to the e-content, if you haven't already, there's a live version of the QUT College foyer, which you can have a look at. Have you looked at that yet? If you haven't, you should have a look. Just have a quick look at that while I'm doing that. I'm just going to find the link for you. So if we have a look at this, I'll put this link in for you. You can see in here, you can actually contribute your own images to Google Street View as well to help augment it, to help add extra things into it. So have a quick look at that site in that link and see what you can find in there as well.
Are you sure this is how you shoot a 360?
Hang on. This is the video I wanted. There we go. So, what I'll get you to do, have a look at this video. Give me a thumbs up when you're back. And then we'll talk about it. I'll just mute us so we can watch it here.
Are you sure this is how you shoot a 360 photo?
Information there. Have you done that before? No? Has anyone done that before? Give Give me a yes rather than a thumbs up so I don't confuse it. Who's made a 360-degree video before or an image? Nah, never. That's a very Aussie thing to say, Hamish. Yeah, nah. Noddy, you might have. Have you done that, Noddy? Yuki has. That's all right. That's fine. So you can use that app, the Street View app, and we can have a crack at that in a moment. So everyone's watched the video? All right, let's continue. All right, so the platform or the app we're using this week is going to be Google Street View to create a 360. So you can download that. If you want to download that and get that set up, that would be good to do now. So make sure it's the Google Street View app. Now, some of you might not be able to access that, but we'll see how we go. If you can, if you can't, you find another 360 degree app that you can use that will do a similar thing. So what you can do is if you can go do that now and tell me when you've downloaded it. I'll give you a little poll for you. So I'll do it too. So Google Street View is what you're after. This is one of the few times I actually want you to use your phone in the class. Helps if you type it properly, doesn't it? So make sure you get the right one though. All right, it might take a little bit to download, but once you've done it, let me know. Welcome. So you answer the poll once you're finished, so I know. B block. Oh, why not B block? There we go, P block. All right. So how are we going? Are we done that? 11 people haven't responded. You guys have done it. Good, good, good. All right, Chukyun, Katsuki, Levine, Liang, Noddy, Sean, Voha, Yuki, Zio. Let's go. If you can't access the Google Street View one, have a look at another 360-degree app. It might be called a virtual image app or something. You found it? Have you? Yeah, it is, Rochelle. That's right. So you can take a panorama picture in your phone, and then you can upload it to this as well. But this is another way where Google are basically getting people to add to their database. That's the sneaky way they're trying to do it. All right, quickly, let's keep going. So you know what to do with that. Once you've done that, let me know. Yeah, that's right. The interesting thing is too, there's so many features that are in your phone, even just in the camera app. You know, it's pretty overwhelming when you think about it. But, you know, back in the day, I used to work in film and TV for about 11 years. And when I was working, the HD cameras were just coming out, the big broadcast cameras. And they were so expensive, like over 120 grand each. You know, that was without a lens. You know, they were really expensive and they were amazing at the time. And the HD monitors were like $30,000 for the broadcast monitor and all that. And now, better, you know. We had stabilizer lenses, which used to, you know, reduce vibrations and all the rest of it that were, you know, $25,000 each. Now, everyone's phone does it. It's just amazing when you think about it. And, you know, I used to think for a long time when people used to say, oh, I'm going to shoot it on my phone. You go, why? Why are you going to do that? But now it's totally acceptable. And even to one step further, you think about how broadcast TV works or even radio works now, where if they were going to do an interview, they'd have to come out with a crew and have the microphones and everything like that. Now it's just sit in front of your computer and use your AirPods. You know, that's fine. That's all right. So I don't know whether the standards have dropped or the technology's got better or a bit of both. I think it's probably a bit of both. So we're going to have a go at doing something in a minute as well. So we're going to spend about half an hour doing this. So don't take a pic inside your house or your home because we don't need to see all of that. Go outside if you can, or go downstairs or go out into the foyer or something like that. And see if, or go out onto your street if you want to, or your balcony, and follow the instructions in the app. And we're going to share some of these. If you want, it'd be nice to see some different ones and we can see. So follow the instructions through. So don't do it in your room. You can go away for a bit and come back. So you don't need to publish it to Google Street View. So just remember that in the app, open the picture, go to the menu drop function, and you can share the icon and choose to share privately. And then you can save it, or you can drop a link if you want into the chat and we can have a look. Or you can put it in Dropbox or something like that and share it that way in the chat. Do you want me to do a Padlet or something for you, or are you happy just to share it in the chat? In the chat? All right. So I'll give you one more poll to do. Do you know what to do? You know what to do? Give me a yes. If you don't, that's okay. Let me know and I'll explain it to you in a slightly different way. So we want you to make a 360-degree picture. We want you to be able to share it to us so we can see it. So don't do it in your room. Go outside or go onto a balcony or go onto the street and do it. What are you two going to do? Yeah, you can go outside and do something. Don't go. Come back though. All right. Yeah. Don't just take your bag and go. Same with you guys at home, right? Don't just take your bag and run away. All right, let's do that. So you probably don't need half an hour, but let's say at 11. No, it's not going to take you that long, surely. It's 20 minutes. Let's say at 5 to 11, 10:55, we come back and see how you're going, okay? All right, let's do that. All right, any questions? I'll be here, so off you go.
When you do picture, like everybody see you, you're like this. Oh.
Yeah, you're looking like you're strange when you're taking the photos. Yeah. Okay, a couple of students just come back. Yeah, where to upload it? Well, the hard thing is we've got to do it and load it from a particular area. So I'm just going to have a look to see how we do that. Give me a minute. Okay, so what we can do doesn't really work if we're going to share privately here, but what you could do is I might just I can show you the one I did here. It's not very exciting, but I can show you. So I'm using one called visor360.net. It's a free online viewer. Can you see that? So that's our empty classroom because the girls went outside. So you can see a walkway with some desks a bit broken. So I didn't do it entirely properly. See, that's another room over there. That's where the girls are sitting. So that works. All right, we'll stop sharing that. So what was your experience about that? What did you think? Let me see if I can get a space for you to upload. Hang on. I'll make a quick Padlet. Hang on. I'll just make a quick Padlet for you. 1 minute. All right. Copy a link to link bed. All right, so if you go, nearly there. If you go back to Blackboard and you go to the tutorial, you will see now there is a Padlet there with 360-degree images. So you can upload it there and have a look if you like. And you can have a look at other ones as well. But you'll need to upload the file. That might work. We'll see how we go. So there's a site that we can use that can do, that looks like it can do shared stuff as well, called cooler.co. So that's an interesting little tool as well. What happened, Tay? You had yours up there, then it's gone. Oh. So you'll have to download the image and have a look in your phone or something to get that to actually look, or you could use that Cooler app to do it. That's another way of doing it, or open it in Street View. Yeah, it's supposed to be. People are still playing with it, I think. You can put it in the Padlet as well if you like. All right. So what you'll need to be able to do is if you upload the image to either the chat or the Padlet, people can download it and then they could view it in another service like Kuula, Kuula will do it, or you can use Google Street View if you're on your phone. That'll do it as well. But have a quick look and you'll find a lot of services that can do it as well. How are we going anyway? Getting it done? Yep. Cool. Thank you, Rochelle. That's good. Oh, excellent. So I think to be able to view it, we're going to need to then download those images and then upload them into like a different sort of file to sort of see them as 360 or to open them in some sort of 360 app. Do you get the idea of it? That's cool. Excellent. Hamish, just to the Padlet. So if you go to Blackboard and go to the tutorial, you'll see that there's now a 360 images file. That's cool too. Excellent, thank you. Everywhere's got overcast days today. There's no sunny days anywhere. Everyone's got the same weather as us. All right, let's take a break for 10 minutes. So we'll come back at 10 past 11. If you're still uploading your 360 image, that's good. Let's do that. And we'll switch over to the other room and continue with the tutorial as well. So see you at 10 past 11. Yuki, yeah, you can use one you've done in the past. That's fine too. Okay, so when you go to a local pub here, they always have steaks for lunch or dinner or whatever else, and you always get asked the question, chips or salad? What is your answer to that question? Tay says definitely chips. Absolutely certain. Yes. Chips. What about you guys online? If you had a choice of with your steak, do you prefer chips or salad? Which is it that you prefer and why? May says salad. The girls here say chips. They're adamant about chips. Salad because you're on a diet. All right. El Tavino says, of course, chips. Katsuki says salad. What else? I like both, actually. Can I say both? You like both. Tay likes both too. Chips are better, especially with chicken salt. Mm. Now I feel like having a steak and salad now. Chips. Noddy says chips too. Rochelle says both. Yeah, I feel like having a steak now. This is a very bad idea. Very bad idea. Anyway, we will continue. Good. All right. So we've had a crack at the 360 picture and see how we're going with. If you haven't uploaded it, oh, there we go. We've got more of those as well. Excellent. Yep. Yuki, for a moment there, I thought that you were actually, this is where you were, but then I remembered you asked me whether you could take one from previous because I was thinking, how cheeky are you that you are doing the class while you were snowboarding? But that's not true. I get it now. Excellent. Thank you. All right. That would be good though. I'd be quite happy snowboarding today. That'd be quite good. All right. So we're going to have a go at using either an image or a 360-degree image you've already got or a normal picture. We can have a look and see what we'd like to do. We're going to do some augmentation using an app called ThingLink today. And that's one that you can use for your assignment if you so wish to do augmented imagery as part of your assignment. And we'll go from there. So there's a bit to go through. So we've done our 360-degree pics. We've talked about augmentation. So the next app we're going to talk about is ThingLink. So what ThingLink does is you can upload your image and you can choose to upload your 360-degree image if you want to, depending on what you want to do. And then you can append it or basically edit it to put in little dots. So what we can do is if you want to go to ThingLink, I'll get you a link for it. And just remember, you need to use the educator option. ThingLink, I'll get a link for you. So don't pay for anything, just sign up for the free one. There you go. Sign up for the free one. Try for free, that's always good. And then once you do that, you will have access to the platform. And then what you can do is you can go in and you can edit the pictures you've got and add little bits and pieces to it to make it more interactive. See if I can get this to work on this one. Got it on my Mac at the moment. So just go in and create an account. We'll go from there. All right. Yeah, choose education, and you can say you're a teacher or a student, either or. So I'm showing you an image now. This is an image I took off my drone up at North Queensland, actually. This is the Daintree rainforest and the Great Barrier Reef. So I've just added a couple of links in here. So this one says that's a coral reef. That's clearly an island. Then I can add another dot and say, add a label to it. So this one says the beach. I'll add another one, which you might be surprised about. Right, so this one, don't go swimming here, it's full of sharks and crocs. It's done. So what I can then do is I can share that to you. Let's do that. Share the link. Put this in the chat. There you go. So you can click on that link and you can see the one that I've made, which is that one there. Does that make sense? Oh, does it? Oh, that's not good, is it? Privacy settings. All right, have another go. Does it work now? Standard link. I'll share it again. It's always fun and games when you do these things. Let's try again. Try that one. Same link. Because anyone should be able to do it now. Works? Mine is just one huge long picture. What do you mean, Hamish? Turn off the sharing for a minute so you don't freak out with it all. Does that work now for you? An invite code. Oh. Oh, you don't have to use the 360-degree image if you don't want to. Hang on, let's have a look. It's working? Is it working now? Okay, cool. So that's a pretty simple way of doing it, but have a go. I'll let you have a bit of a play with it. You can use a 360-degree image if you want to, or else you can just use a standard image. You can get one from from Unsplash or one of those services, that would work as well. And have a bit of a play. So you can use I'll try a 360-degree image. Hamish, did you actually upload the file or not? Let me know. I can have a go as well. Okay. All right. Well, there's our room. Look. Look, girls. All right. Hamish, maybe just for the moment, just download an image from somewhere else or an image you might have and just have a play with uploading it, then adding in tags to it just to get used to the interface. And then we can go back and revisit the 360-degree one. Okay? So what I want everyone to do now is you can either do a standard image, you can either upload an image you might already have, or you can have a go at the 360-degree image, up to you. But what we'd like to get out of this next part of our work is to get used to the ThingLink interface and just have a play with it and see what it can do and see how we can do it. All right. So I'll mute my microphone, but if you have any questions or you get stuck, let me know and I can help you. And then we can share our links and we can see what we're doing. So I'm going to make one about our room and then I can share that as well. All right. If you don't know what to do, please let me know in a DM and I can help you. All right. So get into ThingLink, upload an image, augment it, add some extra things into it, play with all the features, and then we can share it and see what we can do. So this is a learning session for us. So let's go. Yeah, I can see that, mate. Maybe we should change the settings on that. Hang on, I'll have a play. Okay, you need to use a teacher profile. Sorry. You need to change it to a teacher profile. Yeah, because then you get all the controls rather than having teacher and student. So see if you can change that to a teacher profile. Just remember when you're working on these two, you need to change the privacy settings. No, you didn't change that yet, Tay. So I've added one of mine in. We can use the Padlet if you want. If you want to access the Padlet, you could drop them in there if you want to. But probably have a try with it in here and just check to see whether it's working. So you got to change the privacy settings and make sure the privacy settings are something that everyone can access. So don't have it in organization. If you're having issues with that too, remember that you've got to be in as a teacher account too, not a student account. So if you're in the wrong one, delete your account and do another one and go from there. So if you want to share it in the Padlet, you can. If you want to share it here so you can test it, that's fine too. I can test it for you. And don't forget to add in some tags so you can see what's going on. So here's one I've done so far. I haven't put many in, but I'll just share that to you again. Standard link, copy. So there you go. That's one I've done already. Give you an idea how to do it. So let's have a go. Spend some time doing that. Let me know if you get stuck. Okay, Hamish, let's have a look. So, do you want to put your audio on so I can hear you? If you want.
Hello.
Hello. All right, let's start a new one. Do you want me to share my screen and show you what I did?
I don't know if I'm choosing the wrong one or something, but I'm choosing the 360-degree image or virtual tour.
That's okay. Well, let's try again. I've got one I've already done, but I'll try and do it again. It's not overly intuitive sometimes, this one. You can't see my screen yet, can you? Hang on. One moment. Okay. Just tell me if you can see the screen.
Yeah, I can see that. Yeah. Yep.
Yeah. All right. So we'll go to create 360. Then we'll add a file, which is this one. Best to download it, make sure it's the same one. Then we can continue. So that should be what it comes up as. And
I
then,
downloaded my image straight from Google Street View, and it's still like one long image.
oh. Do you want to have another go at downloading it maybe?
Yeah.
So just while we're doing this, then once you get this one, then you can go edit. And then you can pivot it around, but then you can add a tag in. And you've got your settings and everything in here.
Yeah, I've been adding tags to my long image, but it's
Oh, okay. That's weird that it's not behaving properly for that. So let me have a look in the settings. What are you on? Are you on a iPhone or something else?
I was using it on an iPhone.
Okay. All I did was I did a share, I think it was.
Share. Yeah, I got the share privately thing on,
Yeah.
and it's viewing on the Google Thing app as a 360 image.
Yep.
But yeah, I saved it to my camera roll, and it's just one big long
Mm.
image. It's weird.
But when you upload it to ThingLink, it still stays like that, does it?
Am I uploading it straight to ThingLink?
Yeah.
Oh, I've been I downloaded it to my drive first. Okay, hold on.
Well, you can save it to your desktop.
How do I get the image from my phone to my desktop?
Hang on. I'm just doing the same thing so I can tell you.
Okay, yeah.
Oh, okay. So click on the image so that you can actually see the image, and you'll see this published to Google Maps.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Then there's a little black circle with a little share icon in it.
Yep.
Click on that. Then you can say share privately.
Mm-hmm.
And then it'll give you your iPhone screen of all the ways you can share to everything.
Mm-hmm.
And you can choose to airdrop or save the image or save and keep or do whatever. Or save to files or whatever you want to do, whatever flavor you want to do. Then you can upload to ThingLink from there. Does that make sense?
Yeah, I saved it to my drive as one of the apps on my phone. Then I opened the drive on my computer. And then I uploaded that download from my drive onto ThingLink, and it was just one long image still.
That's strange. Try saving it in a different way. Try saving it, try transferring it directly to your computer first.
Let's try emailing it to myself. I don't know.
Yeah, or airdropping it or something like that.
I'm on a Mac, so I can't. I'm on like a Windows, so I can't airdrop it.
Oh, okay, can't airdrop it. That's fine. Yeah, you can email it to yourself. That'll work.
Yeah, I'm just gonna try that now.
It's not overly intuitive, this process, to be honest. And obviously they want you to publish to Google Maps by making that section really large and the sharing it to anything else really small. Rochelle, you can put it in the chat if you want to, or else you can put it in the Padlet, either or both if you want. I can test it if you want to put it into the Padlet, into the chat first. Cool. That's good, Rochelle. Hold on. That's working well. Maybe drop that link in the Padlet as well. That'd be good. Just name it that's your ThingLink version.
Mine's still. Oh, sorry.
Hey?
I was just saying that mine's still a image. I did that way. It's like one long image.
Oh, really? When you captured it, did you capture it as a panorama or as a 360?
Captured it like on the Google Street View thing. It's coming up as a 360 image.
Pardon me. Maybe do another one real quick if you can, and just see how that goes. Or if you want to, I mean, really the outcome of this one is just using ThingLink. So let's have a try with that maybe, and just download just a flat image from somewhere, like a Unsplash or something, and just use that and have a go at getting used to ThingLink to start with, and then maybe you can have a look at that other process.
Yeah, I will do that now. Thanks.
Okay, thanks, Hamish. Now I've got a poll up for you, just to let me know how you're going. So if you're going good, or if you're learning it, which is just working it through, or if you're stuck and you need help, let me know. Or if you have no idea what we're doing at all, let me know as well. So don't be worried if you get a little stuck. Just work through it. Have a look at the options. Have a look at the help files. Let me know if you get a bit stuck. Zio, what part are you up to? Zio, do you want to DM me and I can talk to you? The Padlet is on it's the same one as we were uploading the other files to. So it's in the tutorial of week 10. Eltavina, that's for you. Yep, cool. Okay, Zio, you good? Do you know what to do? Okay, good. Let me know if you get stuck. Who hasn't responded? Eltavina, can you give me a response? Hamish, I know what you're doing. May, Fong, Sean, T. Kim, Yuki, let me know how you're going, please. If you get stuck, please ask. I'll let you keep working. Yuki, you need to go back to your ThingLink and change the privacy settings. Can you find those? if you're not sure where to go, you can click on the 3 little dots when you go into the image, and it's got privacy settings, and you can click it onto unlisted or public. Seems to be raining everywhere today. Oh. Another tree. That's very good. Another tree. Neighbor's house. Cool. Lots of trees. You've got a better sky than we do today. That's for sure. Good job. Yuki Yoshinobu, how are you going? Did you find that privacy link? Cool. Good. No, you don't have to upgrade. Do you want to show me your screen? I'll make you a presenter. You can share your screen if you want, and I can have a look. Do you know how to share the screen?
Yeah. How can
there you
I
go.
share my screen?
Yeah, go down to where the chat is. There's a little square with a arrow coming out. Click on that.
Yep.
And then it says share application or screen. And you click on that and you can allocate what you want to do.
Right.
Got it?
Yep.
Yeah. All right.
And so
Unlisted. Yep, one of those ones. Save.
and click save, and it says you need to
Not now.
update or something.
Just go not now.
Not now.
Yeah.
Good.
Go cancel. And share that again. Share it to the...
Share.
Have you got your account as a teacher or not?
Not teacher, I guess.
Oh, well, show us anyway. Show us what you've done. That's pretty cool.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I added some.
Yeah. Cool.
Yes.
Okay. If you, no, that's good. I just want to see that you're getting it. So that's good. Just show us, just get out of that for a tick. Just pop out of that window. Go to your account in ThingLink.
Mm-hmm.
Have a look at that. Have a look at the YY as well, the green circle.
Green circle, yeah.
Did you, when you signed up, did you sign up as a teacher or a student?
I signed up with, I think, student or something.
Yeah, that's probably the
Not a
problem.
teacher, yeah.
Yeah. Do you want to maybe ditch the maybe delete this account, come back in as a teacher,
Mm-hmm.
and pop that together? All right.
All right. Okay.
Cool. All right. Good. Do you want to stop sharing as well, so we don't see everything that you're doing on your?
Mm-hmm.
All right. Good day. Okay. Good job, Yuki.
Yeah.
Well done. Just do that, and then you can share it up.
Okay.
Thank you. It's good, mate. Huh. You've actually put descriptions in, which is nice. Oh, that's where you are. Oh, right. Now I know. So that's that island where, yeah, I know. They've got the big torii gates in the water, right? Is that right? Yeah, I've been there. I know where that is. Yeah, where are we? I've lost you. There we go. Yeah, I've been there. Is that the Shinkansen line on the right? And are you near those trams? You know those little trams they have? Just a normal train. Oh, okay. Oh, that's right. Yeah, there's a normal train you got to take as well, isn't it? Yeah, I remember. Cool. Excellent. Good job. All right. So is everyone done now, or are you still going? Who still needs a bit more time? You two are done, aren't you? Yeah. If you need more time, just put your hand up or give me an emoji or something. I'll do a different poll so you can tell me where you're up to now. All right, how are you going? Are you finished or do you need more time? Let me know. Don't forget to publish it. Don't forget to change the settings. If you've done it as a student and you can't share it, that's okay. I just want to know that you know how to use the platform. What? You just did that, right? So just let me know if you're done. If you're not, you need more time, that's cool too. Now, if you have finished, this is what I'd like you to work on next. So last week we talked about the thesis statement for your assignment. So go back and have a look at that and see if you can give it a bit of a tweak, give it an update. Is that still what you think you want to do? Or do you need to do a bit of an edit to it? And if so, what would you change it to? So go back into that Padlet from last week and do an edit on that. So you might want to do another version so we can see the versions. All right, so let's work on those as well. So we'll spend the time efficiently so we've got the assignment moving along as well. So go back to the Padlet from last week and have a look at your thesis statement and how you'd actually approach it. If you haven't done any work between last week and this week, that's fine too. But we'll keep working now. the one sentence. So what I would encourage you to do, and some people have done this really well so far, is write what you think you want to write. And if that's a couple of sentences, 3 or 4 sentences, that's fine. And then once you've got that, if that says what you want it to say, then you can refine that down to one sentence, because it's easier to edit it down rather than trying to just bang out one sentence as it goes. So that process is fine. Just say what you want to say first, and then we can try and synthesize it down from there. And if there's any other questions, or if you've got something you'd like to show me, you can do that on Slack, or you can do it here. It doesn't really matter. Just as long as I can see that you're working along, that would be fine. So we've got about another 15 minutes to go. So let's see if we can get the thesis statements done, or at least get a good draft of the longer version of the thesis statement done. And if you're not sure, maybe you need to do a little bit of research as well to see what it is that you actually do want to do, and go from there. Let me know if you'd like some help. Okay, so here's an example. I thought I'd find an example of a thesis statement for you. So you've already had one already, but I'll show you another one. So here's one. Artificial intelligence, especially chatbots, are transforming the fashion industry by helping designers to understand the customer's preferences and educating them on clothing trends. All right. So you're talking about what is the technology? What specifically is it? What is it doing? And for who? About what? It's those sorts of things. Does that make sense? Yep. So it gives you a good idea of the tone and style of it as well. All right. Let me know if you want me to have a look at yours. All right, let's do a bit of a wrap up on where we're up to. Before we do that though, just want to update where you're up to on the poll. So are you still writing the thesis statement, or have you started working on the messaging breakdown? Doesn't matter where you're up to, just as long as you've made a start is the key thing. Give you a moment just to do that. Yep, good, Altavino, that's good. You may not want to talk about that specific company. You might want to keep it a little bit broader than that, but see how you go. If you've got enough to talk about, that's good. If you don't, you might want to broaden it out a little bit, but that's good. Happy with that? All right. So to wrap up today, we've had a look at augmented imagery, and we've had a go at a 360. We've had a go at ThingLink. So you should know now by how to do those. It should be okay. You can always come back to these slides and have another go. And I'd probably encourage you to do that as well. Couple of reminders. So on last week's Blackboard, you had that document you should be working in now, that thesis statement and the message breakdown. So make sure you keep working on that. If you want to show me your thesis statement, that's fine. But keep an example of that thesis statement I just shared with you as well. You might want to copy that out so that you've got something to compare to. Think about how you're going to do your poster, and remember that you should be doing it as an A3. So make sure that it's big enough. Think about what that creative product might look like as well. And make sure you keep working on it on a daily basis. And if you don't have a timeline for this project, you should create one as soon as you can. Even if it's loose, that's fine. It's better to have a loose timeline than not have one at all. All right, are there any questions at all about A2 for the moment, or are you pretty much okay? I'll give you a little poll for that. So we like doing polls. Do you have any questions? Yes or no? Oops, there we go. Yes or no? If you do, you can ask me here, or you can ask me after. You can ask me on Slack, or you can ask me on email. Quick answers, please. What are you two shaking hands for? What are you on about? All right, got a whole lot of non-answers at the moment. If you have a question later and you think of something later, that's fine too. Just grab me on Slack or email. That is totally fine. Okay. So next steps. We've had a look at 2 so far. We look at the third one next week, gamification. So make sure you've had a look at the content for both the last 2 weeks, and you have a look at the content for next week, and think about which one you might want to use for your A2. So most of you are fairly well advanced with that, but if you haven't made a decision, that's fine too. But have a look at that for next week, and we'll be having a play with gamification for next week. All right, that's all we're going to do for today. I hope you've enjoyed today. It's a little bit messy, but we did get there in the end. But sometimes being a little messy is okay too, because you can have a play and see where it goes. You never know what you don't know until you have a go at it, right? So well done for today. Don't forget to get that thesis statement under control. Yay. And we will see you next week. Thanks very much. Stay safe, stay healthy. See you soon. Bye-bye.